It's happening. Olusegun Obasanjo explains to Nigerians, no endorsement for those who have visited me. And please, nobody should go ahead and endorse anybody. Test them, let them be able to convince the people themselves. He knows he cannot come to me. Do you know what Olusegun Obasanjo is talking about? He said he knows he cannot come to me. And guess what? Is that Shiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu. He said Tinubu knows he cannot come to him. Have you noticed Tinubu has been going from one state to the other all over the southwest zone to make consultation? And guess what? With this consultation being made, okay, Olusegun Obasanjo, they don't jump and pass. They've gone to other places. Olusegun Obasanjo is not in the midst at all. He has nothing to do with the midst at all. So Obasanjo is saying to everyone that cares to listen, say, listen, everyone that has visited me, the likes of, Abubakar, was with him. The former vice president to him from 1999 to 2007 was with him. And he said, listen, guys, no endorsement. I did not endorse anybody. Okay. So please don't get it twisted. Don't be deceived. There's no endorsement from anywhere coming from me to anybody. No, I did not anyone that came. They just visited me. There was no endorsement. And Tinubu knows he cannot come to me. I will drive him back. Former President Olusegun Obasanjo yesterday said some persons aspiring to be Nigeria's president in 2023 should be in jail if the Economic and Financial Crime Commission Agency EFCC has performed their job effectively and thoroughly like they should. But sadly, these people are the one parading themselves to become Nigeria's president. It's sad. It's very sad. Most of them have stolen like there is no tomorrow. They have defrauded and destroyed the nation in no small way. Yet, they want to be Nigeria's president. Obasanjo, who spoke as an international symposium organized to mark his birthday, said in his Obasanjo Presidential Library, OOPL, Abeokuta, Ogun State, the capital, said most of the aspirants lack integrity. Most of them, we know their stories, what they have done in office, and why they cannot possibly be Nigerian leaders. Yet we endorse them, and they come around and ask us that they want to be leaders. These people have nothing to lead, and nobody should look at them as people who really want to lead Nigeria in any way. In fact, they should be in jail. If we are to go by their case file and begin to re-examine who they are, what they have done before, none of them should stand before Nigerians, dare stand before Nigerians and say they want to lead in any way, in any capacity. They've all failed. Most of them are terrible. Obasanjo, who titled his address African Narrative with Nigeria Situation, said although many presidential aspirants have visited him to solicit support for their ambition, he has not endorsed any of them for the exalted seat of the presidency come 2023, and that anyone who wants to be president must convince the people themselves, as Nigerians are the ones to determine who becomes the leader, who they vote for. So nobody should take it upon themselves and said that he has endorsed them in any way and go ahead and begin to say, I have endorsed them. Yes, I did this, I did that. Obasanjo said he did not endorse anybody. There's no endorsement or endorsement less. No endorsement. He said he has not endorsed anybody. So nobody should call his name and say he's been endorsed. He said there's no endorsement. And he went further, really explained that most of these people you are seeing, okay, Olusegun Obasanjo said most of them you are seeing, most of them are rogues. They are crooks. Okay, he said most of them are rogues, most of them are crooks, and they've not even put themselves together. And right now, what they want to do, they want to lead. Somebody has been stealing before. What do you expect he will do differently? Just between you and I, what are you expecting he will do differently? This person is a rogue. This person is a thief. Okay, this person don't thief, waka waka, tiffy, and yet they still want to steal. Funny enough, they have their own private jet. They have I don't know what else. Like I told you initially, if you remember, yes, greed is insatiable. No matter what he gets, greed wants the next one. Then after that, he wants the one in your hand. And he can see that you are barely getting by. He still wants the one in your hand. I'll tell you what greed has done to a very, 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 notable man, prominent, who has done very well, and was really, I mean, the sky was not the limit; it was the starting point. Now, this young man, he has become, a very great person, the number one person in the king in that very environment, that country, and was doing excellently well. He had everything in his disposal at his beck and call. Yeah, he had so many sheep, livestock, heads of cows, everything you name it. He had them, and he had access to them at every point, and he's very wealthy. Guess what? He had a very distant visitor who came, prominent one, and he needed to entertain the person. What did he do? He went to a poor man whose house is not far from his palace. It was that poor man had just one sheep. He did not have heads of sheep, oh, just one sheep, she goat, who has become like a farm part of his family. The she goat is like part of his family, him and his children. In fact, they refer to the she goat as part of their family. They live together, and the goat runs in and out of the house. They know themselves. I mean, that's how close, just to describe the relationship. Guess what this guy did? He looked through his balcony one day, saw the poor man and the goat running around, and called to his servant and said, "You know what? That my visitor that is around. Do you know the animal we are to prepare for the visitor?" Say, "No, which one should I take? Should I take from the 1,001 heads, or what should I bring? How many cows should I kill?" He said, "No, no, no, don't do any of that. Look at that compound." Say, "Yes, sir." Say, "Can you see that little ewe goat, that she goat that is with that man? That's the one you should go and bring. We should use for the entertainment of the visitors." Of course, as servants and slaves, they cannot say anything. So what did they do? They went ahead, they brought that small goat, okay, and they killed and they prepared the meal for the visitor. The guy entertained the visitor, and that man cried because it's like a member of a family. He had nothing. Him and his kids, that was like their thing, their toy, their pets, their everything. It was like part of the family. He cried seriously, and so the matter went. But guess what? Not long after that, somebody came to the king and said, "Well, there was somebody in the kingdom and he oppressed, he did this, he did that." He said, "Who is that wicked person? I must deal with the person." And they said, "When you were oppressing those people, you were the one who was doing it." And that's what's happening in our land. Leave us a comment. We'd love to hear from you. Please don't forget to like us, share, subscribe. God bless you. Have a good day. Remember, you have a voice. Bye for now. Bye.